What you see here are the forests and fields around Nijmegen on a beautiful autumn morning. I often come here for a run or a walk. I like these places and I enjoy spending time here. Yet, very soon, my surroundings will change significantly. This November, I'm starting a new adventure. One that will take me as far away from this place as possible. In less than a month from now, I'll fly to the other side of the planet. To a country that has been on my bucket list for as long as I can remember. To New Zealand. Over the course of 4 months, I will walk a trail called the Araroa, which freely translates to the long pathway. A true hike that starts at the northernmost point of the North Island and brings you all the way down to the tip of the South Island, covering some 3,000 kilometers in the process.
So, why am I going to leave this place behind for a while? Well, the answer to that is fairly straightforward. I am simply in love with the mountains and I feel the urge to immerse myself in them at least a few times a year. There's really just no other way in which I would rather spend my days than outside and on my feet. There is a question though that probably needs a bit more explanation, and that is why I am documenting this trip. Why, when other people from my generation decide to limit their online presence, I am planning to increase mine.
Up until recently, I've always been a bit hesitant about content creation on journeys like this. Not because I don't enjoy it, but because I was afraid that focusing on filmmaking would take my mind away from the present. I've long thought that it was only possible to focus on one of both. That you could either enjoy your surroundings live by taking in the views and scenery around you through your senses, or that you could focus on capturing that scenery through your lens or phone instead, and give up the pleasure of living in the moment. Yet, on my last trip through Europe, I've concluded that perhaps I was wrong. Over the 500 days that I spent on the road in my camper van, I experimented a bit with storytelling on Instagram. It wasn't any good, but I enjoyed it. And by doing so, I realized that it can be done differently. That it is possible to capture your surroundings on your camera and still enjoy it live at the same time. You just need to keep on looking around. Sharing those moments with friends and family back home made me feel like I didn't lose touch with the rest of the world completely. Plus, it was a way to give free rein to the creative part of my brain and to express my adventures in a way I had never done before. And so, after concluding that capturing, editing and sharing the experiences I had on my trip didn't take anything away from me and only added joy to my days, I decided to do so again this time around. Yet this time, on a platform that's new to me, on YouTube, where I plan to release a new video every 2 weeks or so.
What to expect from these videos then? Well, I am not going to try to reinvent the wheel here. I will take great example on other YouTubers who already create amazing outdoor content, some of which I will link down below. At the same time, I'm well aware that I'm never going to reach that level. And in fact, I am not even going to try to become as good as they are. That will probably involve bringing a drone along and also spending a great amount of time on both the capturing and the editing of the footage. And to maintain that healthy balance between living in the present and shooting it through my lens at the same time, I'm trying to avoid these things. And so instead of focusing my energy towards the best angle or the perfect transition, I'm hoping that my videos will stand out and entertain through the stories that they tell. Stories that sometimes may come from myself on where I've been and what I've been thinking about, but hopefully, after a while, also from the people that I will meet along the trail. What exactly that's going to look like and how it's going to evolve, I don't know yet. But what I do know is that I'm very much looking forward to walk the full length of a country, and that I'm excited about the idea to share the experience with you. And so if you think that this is something that you might enjoy watching, feel free to subscribe. Well, I think that's about enough talking for one day. Thanks for your time, and I see you on the other side of the planet in a few weeks from now.